So those are the latest pictures, live pictures there from Portsmouth. Another story to tell you about, there's been mixed messages out of Nigel Farage's Reform Party on what the UK's involvement in the Iran war should be. Our political editor, Beth Rigby, put those inconsistencies to the party's leader. Take a look at this fiery exchange.
Keeping British people safe and secure is any government's #1 priority. But if you can't even agree a position amongst the leadership, how do you expect people to trust your national security?
Well, I tell you what, given that we can't even send a Royal Naval vessel to defend British sovereign territory and an RAF base, we certainly don't have the capability to offer anything of any value to the Americans or the Israelis. So defending the base, recognising the catastrophe that is now the Royal Navy, and by the way, President Macron is really, frankly, showing the humiliating state that we've sunk to today with his very decisive actions and his intention to help clear the Straits of Hormuz. And the other point is protecting British citizens. I think so far the government have hired one charter plane, and even that broke down and was 24 hours late. So yes, we should never, ever, ever have said no to the Americans using the bases, particularly Diego Garcia. And interestingly, Mauritius have been very, very clear they would not have allowed that base to be used at all. So there are differing opinions as to whether we should physically join the attacks. I, as leader, am saying to you, if we can't even defend Cyprus, let's not get ourselves involved in another foreign war.
My question then is, what is Reform's position? Because you two have said...
I've just told you what the position is. We cannot get involved directly in another foreign war. We don't have a navy. We can't even defend our own military base in Cyprus.
And just secondly, and thank you for answering that so comprehensively, you're pledging to cut fuel duty and pressing the government to do so, but you also pledged, or some of your candidates did, to cut council tax when they were trying to win elections at local level, and that's gone up. So how can anyone trust anything you say?
Wrong. Never once last year in the county campaign, including here in Derbyshire, did I ever say that we cut council.
Some of your candidates did, and they haven't.
No. Our literature...
I'll check what the people in Kent said, because they're putting it up.
You can listen if you want to, or we can jack it in now. It's entirely up to you. We sent out literature with national messaging, which said end net zero appropriately, stop the boats and cut taxes. That was national messaging. On individual county messaging, we said nothing of the kind. Only one party last year campaigned in the locals saying they would cut council tax, and they're called the Conservative Party. In the 3 counties they won, they've increased council tax by 4.99% in every one. In 3 of the Reform-led councils, we've actually risen council tax less than the rate of inflation, which is effectively a cut, but never once. And I can assure you, I met all of our candidates. I travelled extensively around the country for a month. Never once did we promise we'd cut council tax. What we said is we'd cut expenditure, and we've made at least £300 million of savings already, and that is why our council tax rises are lower than the other parties. Thank you.